All right, I just want to go on a quick rant about living over here in the United States, man. For my viewers, watching abroad, like I know we got brothers down in Australia, London. Hell, we even got somebody tuning in from Wuhan. That might ring a bell. You don't want to come to America, man. Right? I know there's people out there talking about, well, should I come over to America? Should I migrate to the United States? Hell, man, I'll tell you, bluntly, you don't want to come over here, man. There's a whole number of factors why, whether we're talking about like the moral decay of this society, like say for instance, you're going to send your child to school out here and the school will teach them, you might actually be a girl, right? You might actually be a girl. And then like say for instance over here, if your son comes home and wants to be a girl, if you disregard that and spank him for that, hey, the government might investigate you for child abuse, for, disciplining your son when he comes home and wants to be a princess now, right? The U.S. government would say, hey, if he wants to be a princess, you got to let him be a princess, because that could be considered child abuse to, neglect that, neglect their feelings. This is a bullshit country. Whether we're talking about the morals of this country, whether we're talking about the economy of this country, this place is in rapid decline, man. Rapid decline. Here's one thing to rant about here. Is the other day I was at the grocery store and I was talking to a worker there, and they were telling me, yeah, hell, I'm working for $7.50 an hour. I was thinking to myself, like, hold up, what, $7.50 an hour? I mean, they can pay you that? $7.50 an hour. Well, what is that? Enough for a damn gallon of gas at this point? With how much it is? I mean, it's crazy out here, man. Like shit, $7. That's how much they want for 2 Red Bulls now. Some of these gas stations out here. Shit, I'll give you an example. I went up the street one day to check the Red Bulls at the local gas station. For 2 Red Bulls, they want $7. If you buy 3 of them, they'll take $9 for it. Shit, $9 for 3 Red Bulls? It's like shit. This is bullshit out here, man. And the price of everything is increasing, right? There's inflation and there's also shrinkflation at the same time. Meaning what? The inflation, the price of everything is going up, but the shrinkflation, if you don't know what that means, it means the amount of product that you get goes down, but you're still paying the same amount of money. Like say, for instance, like maybe, like if you buy cereal or, some type of food product, it might go down a couple ounces from what it, previously was, prior to that, right? Or it might go down a serving or two, for lack of better, analogy, right? And, it's real bad out here, man. It's real bad. Like the other day, I went to Dollar General, right? I needed to get 2 things. And there was this older guy in front of me. I want to say this guy was probably, in his late 60s. And this dummy was holding up the line the whole time, standing there waiting 20 minutes for them to check this guy's, 20 items out. But man, none of us were prepared for what the price was of this. Literally at a Dollar General, this dude got like 20 items, just some necessities, it's like a peanut butter, toilet paper, toothpaste, a can of coffee mix, so on and so forth. Just like literally 20 items, right? Like 3 bags worth. Somehow it came to $120, roughly $120 for literally 20 items from a damn Dollar General. And the guy's like, well, are you sure? Are you reading that right? It's like, yeah, they were like, yep, it's, that's what it is. It's like, damn. That's pathetic right there. What I'm talking about, this Dollar General was in the hood of the hood, right? This is like downtown, main center, right? Literally, 100 feet from the center of the town. So this is a city square, right? It doesn't get any more hood than that. The area this thing's in. It's like shit. $120 for 20 items at a damn Dollar General. It's like shit. I don't know how the hell people are living out here, man. I really don't know, man. And then it's like, there's people out here living on, as I said earlier, 7.25, $8, even $10. That's bullshit money right there. And as a person who did bust my balls for $8 an hour, that's bullshit right there. That is bullshit. Like I remember this one time, I had to go into work from like 8 to 12, right, for like a half day, and I only got like what was it, like $32 or $37, something along them lines. I'm thinking to myself, is it really worth getting out of bed and going to bust my balls for 5 hours just to get like $37, which literally can get me like what, 3 or 4 items at the store if I'm lucky. Is it really worth it? You know what I'm saying? Like how the hell can people pay $8 an hour out here? Again, even $10 is bullshit money. Even $15 is bullshit money out here. I joke around and say, even if we were making $20 an hour out in this society, you couldn't even live that quote unquote American dream. Again, $20 in this society is literally nothing, man. Like $20 is nothing. Let me give you an example, right? The other day I had to go pick up a sub sandwich from Jersey Mike's for somebody, right? And take a guess how much literally one chicken sandwich was. It's a 12-inch, right, a foot-long sandwich. Literally just vegetables, a little bit of olive oil, and chicken on the sandwich. Somebody explained to me how this comes to $22. And I'm not even talking about a drink on the side or a pack of chips on the side. I'm literally talking about a damn foot-long sandwich from Jersey Mike's. How the hell is that $22? Somebody do the math on that for me. If I was making $8 an hour, I would have to work, what is that, damn near 2.5 hours? 2.5 damn hours to afford a damn sandwich? Hey, the logic is not adding up here. The logic is not adding up here. That is some bullshit right there. So again, even on $20 an hour, you can't live a decent life over here in the States, man. Meanwhile, on the other hand, I see some of these like YouTubers that make like documentaries about, life in foreign countries. Like say, for instance, Christmas List, Brew Binsky, The Indigo Traveler, what's this other dude? Bald and Bankrupt. You can look these guys up on YouTube, right? Popular travel channels that show you, life and how people live around the world, right? And I believe this cat, Brew Binsky, he does like popular videos where he'll spend like $10 in such and such country. Like he'll do it in Asia, do it in Africa, do it in Jamaica, do it in Vietnam, and so on and so forth, right? And they want to compare like what can you get with that equivalence. Like they'll do it with $10, do it with $20, do it with $100, and see the equivalence of what you can get for that money in these developing nations, right? And I watched this one, I believe he did it over in Jamaica, right? For $10, they literally got like a damn, breakfast for 2 people, right? 2 beers, a couple flowers, a necklace, right? Handmade necklace, and like dinner and like one other thing I forget off the top of the head. But literally all of that they got off of $10. I'm sitting over here thinking, shit, I can't even get free damn, or I should say a 4-pack of Red Bulls for $10. Or I can't even get a damn 4-pack of Red Bulls or even Monster Energies at this point, right? You can't even get a damn 4-pack of Monster Energies for $10 out here. But yet, meanwhile, in these other countries, it literally can survive and thrive. What's the word I'm looking for? In luxury, for lack of better terms, in some of these other countries on $10. Damn, that's a bullshit right here. I'll tell you, man. Like say for instance, I went to restaurants recently, man, and seeing some of the bills, for myself and some of the people around us at these restaurants, man. Somebody explained to me how for a cheap dinner for like 4 people somehow ends up to being like $80. And then of course the fountain sodas are like $4, each. It's like that's bullshit right there, man. That is bullshit. So you're telling me I gotta bust my balls to get two damn sodas, right? What would that be? $8. So literally an hour of my life doing this bullshit trash work, and that's only enough to get me two damn sodas at a restaurant, and refill is most likely not included. That is bullshit right there. That is pure bullshit. But yeah, man, in this economy today, even $20 an hour, you're still gonna be struggling, right? Even $20 an hour, that's a garbage. I can't believe the job listings I'm seeing. Like say for instance, you drive somewhere or walk somewhere, you see all these businesses offering, you can apply within, starting at 10.50 an hour or 15.20 an hour. Thinking to myself, who the hell out here wants to work for $15 an hour? When a carton of eggs is like literally $8 for a 12 pack. A dozen of eggs out here is $20. Excuse me, $8 for a damn dozen of eggs. $15 an hour, my ass. That's bullshit right there. That's hot garbage right there. I remember maybe 10 years ago there was like a hot debate people were having about like, should McDonald's workers be paid 15 an hour? And people were saying, well, no, they shouldn't get 15 to flip burgers. And I'm thinking to myself, well, absolutely they deserve at least 15 an hour. I think they should get at least 20 an hour, but even the 15 is a slap in the face for the amount of work a McDonald's worker has to do, man. And you can't tell me that McDonald's can't afford to pay their workers. They're literally a $1 billion business, man. Like literally, like say for instance, the local McDonald's has a sign out there, speaking for the whole corporation around the world, and it says, we served over 100 billion people, over the course of their company's lifespan, right? They served over 100 billion customers. It's like, okay, well, so how is it that you don't have enough to pay your workers 15 an hour? Like again, that's not even a fair wage. It's not even a livable wage. Like, what I find funny? Like, how is it that people out here, they're content to say, okay, well, I just want a job that can get me week to week. You not even thrive, not even have fun, not even be able to save up anything. But people are just content with having, okay, as long as I can pay the $2,000 a month rent, as long as I can pay the $500 electric bill, as long as I can pay my car payment, I'm perfectly fine. It's like, so none of y'all ever want to like have fun ever? Like none of y'all ever want to go on a cruise? None of y'all ever want to like go to Disneyland? None of y'all ever want to, go to the movies ever? None of y'all ever want to, make a pick-me-up purchase on Amazon, right? None of you ever want to have fun. All of you just want to be content with, just working forever and just paying bills, and really that's it. I mean, come on. You can't be serious that, people in today's society, they've just accepted that. Like, hey, look, I'm going to work the rest of my life. I'll never own nothing. And that's all good, right? Bless America. America's a free nation that values the individual. That's bullshit right there. I mean, if you can't see past that, then you're just a knucklehead if you can't see past that. Like, sorry, I'm sorry to inform you, but, if you think that, you're just not an intelligent person. But again, man, I think, going back to McDonald's thing, I think that a McDonald's worker has a harder job than a lawyer, if I had to be honest with you, because the McDonald's worker, they constantly have to, be on their feet, right? They constantly have to take all these orders, constantly have to prepare the food, constantly, hell, there's, gotta, clean the stores, gotta, constantly, make sure everything is ready, we could keep going on and on and on. Of course, added on to top of that, you got to deal with bitchy people all day. That's another downside of it. So adding all these variables together, working at McDonald's, it seems like a harder job than being a lawyer is. But the lawyer is making what, 2 times, if not 3 times the amount of money that they make? Because again, the lawyer just got to sit around all day, memorize some documents, talk to their clients once in a while, and, show up for a case every once in a while. And basically, that's it. And again, I'm not saying being a lawyer is easy or nothing like that, but we shouldn't pretend that being a lawyer is harder than working at McDonald's, because McDonald's is clearly worse for the body. We got people out here literally being worked to the death out here, man. Like, I know somebody that recently has a injury to their leg due to the amount of work that they have to do, right? They constantly got to be, running around all day, doing things at the store. And out here, can't even walk now. You know what I'm saying? This is bullshit right here. This is an undeserving and wicked nation, right? It doesn't care about its own people. It can send hundreds of billions of dollars, $500 billion to fight a foreign war in Europe. But, we can't give any aid to, the people living here, though. Right? We can't give, $500 stimmy checks, to help people out. We can't do that. America's a scam. That's the only thing you can describe America as. Say, for another example, right? I was at Walmart, and there was a worker there that was 90 years old. It's like, shit, 90 years old? It's like, shouldn't you be in the grave by now? You're still out here, bagging groceries and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, wow. I mean, when is that woman ever going to get a break? What are they going to do? Let her stop working when she's 100 years old, and then she has, like, what? Like, hopefully 4 years to live past that? You know what I'm saying? This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous out here, man. This, constant garbage in this society. And one last point I'll leave the video off on is, what about, like, all these taxes out here? Like, I remember, man, I was offered $10 an hour, but, I had to keep it under the table. So instead, I took $8 an hour, and it's funny. It's not like this guy can't afford to give me, like, an extra $20 a week underneath the table. I mean, this guy that I work for is literally a multi-millionaire. Dude has like $4 million, right? Dude had, acres of land, cattle, and like 50 homes that this guy owned, right? Like 50 trailers. So it's not like this dude couldn't afford to give me, an extra $20 under the table, just to, to work with me, past the system. You know what I'm saying? Out there, busting my balls in the hot Florida sun, for $120 in 2 days. Pure bullshit right there. That absolute bullshit. Right? So I have to lose money out of my wallet because of these bullshit ass, taxes. I don't know about y'all people out there, but I'm tired of these bullshit tax that we gotta pay on everything. I'm tired of this bullshit. The power and tax that King George put on the colonies, back in the early days of America, this was nothing. And yet the people went to war against him. And now people out here are nickel and dime to death on every damn thing. And they don't got shit to say about it. Ain't nobody got shit to say about it. In fact, if you try to, keep your money and avoid paying the system, people will think you're a bad person, right? Oh, a tax cheat, right? Look at this guy trying to save his money and not let the parasites called the U.S. government steal his money. Well, what a bottom feeder, right? But they'll sit there and praise the government as being like the fair and, God sent, ruler and all this bullshit. It's pure garbage. Like, one thing that pissed me off recently is I was watching the Beast Games. If you don't know what that is, it's like a game show ran by Mr. Beast on Prime, right? And it's like a 10-part series. I'm not going to spoil the show for you in case you want to watch it. But all I'm going to tell you is this. The person who won the show, they won $10 million. Remember this. That person won $10 million. And then what happened when Mr. Beast goes to send them the money, whether, I don't know if they're using like one of these like cash apps to like send people money, like Zelle or something. I'm not sure the exact app they use, but Jimmy sends the guy the money, and guess what? The FBI gets involved and seizes 5 million out of the 10 million, and their response for why is, well, it's just tax, right? We have to take our fair share. So they literally stole $5 million from this person who won, and the only excuse is, well, it's the rules, right? It's tax. Whereas they literally stole generational wealth from somebody, literally just because a couple guys in Washington said so. Like, I mean, if you can't see how corrupt that is, I don't know what to tell you. Like, here's another example. Like these game shows where a person wins, like, say, 500 grand, the government's most likely going to take 250 grand. And people just pretend, it's just tax, whatever. It's just the law. As like, you dummies can't realize that there's a parasite in charge that's stealing everything from you, and you people have nothing to say about it? You people don't have shit to say about it? You people are a bunch of ignorant, brainwashed children. That's what Americans are. Americans are ignorant, brain-rotted children. And they live under a authoritarian government, but they cheer for their freedom. Oh, I'm so free. It's like, well, how the hell can you be free if there's a power in charge stealing everything from you and you don't have shit to say about it? You Americans don't deserve to be proud about nothing. You deserve to be embarrassed. That's what America deserves. America is an evil and a corrupt country. It's funny, like all these people talk about, Biden's son and his laptop and Ukraine being a corrupt country. But yet these same dumbasses won't talk about how America's a corrupt country. That's what I find funny. Right? That is what I find to be clear hypocrisy to me. But I don't want to make this video too drawn out. I'm going to cut the video there.